everybody, welcome back. We are back at it once again. So I don't know where you live or what part of the world you live in, but here in Minnesota, I live in New Ulm, Minnesota. I don't know if you can see it, but very much, but there's wildfires up in Canada right now, and all the smoke's coming down here. It's basically you get a free campfire without having a campfire, but it doesn't stop us. You know, you shouldn't be outside and breathing this stuff in, but we gotta take advantage of it because A, it's nice weather, and I gotta do what I gotta do. So anyway, what I got for you today is, it's not a brisket, it's not a pork butt, it's not ribs. It's not what you think it is. So let me turn our camera around here and we'll give you a shot. Right here it is. Can you guess what that is? Yes, if you said a boneless beef top round roast is what we're gonna be smoking. Right here, we got it from the store a few minutes ago. $15.33 and about a little hair over almost 2 pounds, which ain't too bad. But basically what we call this is, if you can't afford a brisket, which is, some of them are very expensive, some are $70, $80 for a full brisket, and then you can get the trimmed one like I had the other day, my last video, which was about 35 bucks. You know, and this is pretty much the same thing, just called something different. So what we're gonna call this here, this is what you call the poor man's brisket. If you guys want to spend the money on a real brisket, this is another version of a brisket. Turns out the exact same way, but we're gonna cook this a little bit differently this time. Same seasonings as last brisket. Used the Blanco from Meat Church, very good. And we're gonna be using the Killer Hogs rub, another good YouTuber. And of course the binder of mustard. We're gonna be cooking on the old smoker out there again. This time, instead of 200 degrees, we're gonna be cooking this at like 220, somewhere right around there. A little bit higher because I kind of starting this a little bit late, but I should get it done because it's not that much. We're gonna be cooking with oak and hickory pellets again. So let's go ahead and we're gonna get this baby started. And while I'm putting this seasoning on here and letting it sweat, I'm gonna get the smoker going. So first get this baby seasoned up. Yes, we're using a mustard binder again. It works out great. You'll be surprised how well this turns out. Trust me. Then you don't have to worry about a fat side or a meat side. It's either or, same thing. And then get it out of there. Rub your mustard on there. You don't have to go heavy with it either. Just nice and light coat. All it takes. All it takes. And then here we go. We're going to start seasoning. We're going to start off with the Blanco. This time I'm going to go a little bit heavier because it's really good seasoning. Okay, and we'll top it off with some Killer Hog. This is for the color, basically, and helps make the bark. And it kind of gives it a like mahogany color. So you get that on there, kind of just give it a little press. It'll stick to the mustard pretty good. Then we just flip it over and repeat. Just like so. It's a beautiful thing. And there we go, everybody. Once again, give a little press. All right, so now what we're gonna do is let that start that sweat process, which will take maybe, we'll let it go for probably about 25 minutes. That's about it, because I need to get this thing going. So I'm gonna do the outside like I did last time, off camera, so we can get it going. But meanwhile, while this is starting to set up, I'm gonna get the smoker going and we'll be ready to rock. So we'll catch you back here shortly. All right, welcome back, everybody. We got the smoker rolling. We got it set to 220. It's ready to rock, so let's go get the roast and get it rolling. It should be done sweating by now. Look at that. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. All right, let's go get this baby on. No more waiting, no more hesitation. The time has come where we must. Well, hi, Sophus. Here's my smoking partner again. She's a little moody today, so look out. Let's open the lid up on here. Get this baby on here. Perfect. Oh my God. Oh my God. There it is. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna smoke it for a couple hours here, so we will be back, and then when it's time to wrap, we will bring it back. So we're looking for quite the same as a brisket, internal temp of 160-ish. We're gonna shoot for 165 if we can. Then we're gonna put it in a wrap. So catch you back here about that time. And if something drastic happens and I need to bring you back, I'll bring you back sooner. Other than that, catch you then. Hello. Just a quick update. A friend stopped over Hams and said, drink me. So I guess I gotta do it. All right. And no, that's not the reason why, but the reason why we're back, because I want to give you an in-between update on where we're at with the poor man's brisket. So let me turn it around and I'll show you. Alrighty then. As you can see, we started this probably about 2 hours ago or so. Our goal temperature is between 160 and 165-ish. Right now we're at 152 already, and I got it set at 220 degrees. Smoking it. So we're just gonna take a quick glance in here, not super long, just quick, and then I'll show you the progress. It's really nice. Look at this. Oh yeah, good stuff. All right, get the door closed. All right, anyways. Yeah, if you guys, it's very inexpensive beer. So just for you out there, you grillers and you outdoors people, if you want a really good flavor beer, Hams is where it's at. My dog over there is flipping out again. She's like the neighborhood watchdog. All right, we'll catch you back here when we get to the wrap stage, which won't be long. So we'll catch you then. Bye-bye. Alrighty then, everybody. Welcome back to the cookout. Here it is. I haven't stopped yet. All right. We have hit the 165 degree mark on our poor man's brisket in there. So now what we're gonna do is do the wrap. So let's get to it. I want to get this baby rolling. Look at this thing. I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous. All right, get the little probe out of there until we can get it back in here. Get my tongs. Not that big of a cut of meat, it's just almost 2 pounds. It's really not that bad. All right, I'm gonna close the lid back up so we can continue the heat back up again. All right, now we're gonna head over and wrap this baby. I got my setup here in the garage again, but it works out pretty good in here. All right, let's place this on the butcher paper. Move this. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead now and do is wrap this baby up just like I did the brisket the other night. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. We got it wrapped up. Let's head on back over to the smoker. Okay, now Now, since we got the smoking part done, now we're going to increase the temperature up to 250. And when we got to reach the internal temperature, we're going to go for 200 degrees. So that way we know for a fact that it's going to be tender and ready. So put it back on there. Roll back in there. It's kind of hard to get through this paper sometimes, but you just got to kind of wiggle it. There we go. There. You don't want to go in too far because then you all through right out through the bottom, and then that ain't going to work very well. So there we go. 200 degrees, and then we'll be back and we'll go from there. Slice and dice. And try it out. Catch it in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Guess what? We have hit 199. Why it stopped right there is beyond me. So I'm gonna call it at 200 degrees and we're gonna get this baby off. So we're gonna go ahead, do what we did last time. Yeah, 199. It's pretty much right there to hit. Just moments away from hitting 200. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna shut it off, open the rack, open the grate, open this up, let it cool, let it turn off, blah blah blah, and we're gonna get this baby off of here. Because that's it, it's over. We're gonna let it rest for a few minutes and then we're gonna come back and see what we got. There she is. This is gonna be on its way out. So what I'm gonna do is let this rest for about 15-20 minutes. And then we'll back and we'll slice into it and see what it turns out to be. Alright, catch you back here. Hey, welcome back everybody. Here is the results. It shrunk a lot, so I recommend bumping it up a few more pounds. If you do this, if you try this roast thing as a poor man's brisket, I recommend this one here was about a little over 2 pounds, so I recommend bringing it up to 4 to 5 pounds because of the shrinkage. But anyway, I did make it a cut right here because it's hard to cut with one hand. So let's just take a look, see what you guys think. I made a slice there. Check this out. Look at that. A thing of beauty. This side. There's like not a lot of fat on here, so I recommend a little bit more of a fatty roast too. But I mean, this turned out beautiful. I mean, it is really nice. So let's turn around and try this out. Why, hello, I'm back. Poor man's brisket. It's actually really, really good. I'm just saying, if you can't afford or want to spend the money on an actual brisket, this is where it's at. $13 for this roast. Can't go wrong. Give it a whirl. Alright, this last little chunk, it's gonna go to my co-host, Sophie, my pug. So, be right back. Hi, Sophie. You can have a sample too, right? Oh yeah. Sophie, thumbs up. Right. All right. She approves. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and check out my other videos. You will like them. We'll catch you again real soon with the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.